And this is baby Lucy. Now Lucy is an American alligator. The word alligator is actually a crutch in the name given to them by Spanish settlers, which was El Lagarto, or the lizard. And Lucy is very impatiently waiting for Yelena to also feed her. So for those of you who did not want to watch, if you'll simply close your eyes one more time, I'll tell you when it is safe to open them. But in the wild, alligators eat pretty much everything. This includes raccoons, possums, fish, snakes, turtles, and water birds. They are born with about 70 to 80 teeth, and if one of those teeth falls out, a new one's simply going to grow in its place, which is a pretty good thing when you're eating hard turtle shells for dinner. They have a very effective digestive system. They're capable of dissolving even hard bone. Now, alligators will actively seek out and swallow stones, which helps them aid in digestion. And these stones are going to make up to about 1% of their total body weight, or about 10 pounds in a full-grown male. Now, Lucy's a little bit over a year old, and she doubles her length in the first year, but she's going to grow about 1 foot per year afterwards till she is full-grown. Or she's going to get to be about 8 to 9 feet long and weigh about 500 to 600 pounds. Now, the largest alligator on record was found in Louisiana, and he was 19 feet 2 inches long. Now, alligators don't have sex chromosomes, instead gender is temperature dependent. Eggs incubate close to the top of the nest, where it is born will be males, while those on the bottom, like Lucy, turn out to be females. And the opposite is true for crocodiles. But alligators belong to the crocodilian family, along with caimans and crocodiles. The common question is, how do you tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? Well, by looking at baby Lucy, you saw she had a broad U-shaped snout, whereas a crocodile is going to be narrow and V. Also, when a crocodile's mouth is shut, his teeth are still visible. However, in alligators are not. But our next animal is going to be slowly making her own entrance, so that should give you a pretty good clue as to what she's going to be.
Turtle.
This is Mama.
Hi, Mama. Say hi, Mama.
Now, Mama is a red-footed tortoise, and they are the most common of all South American tortoises. Now, I call her a tortoise because she is a tortoise, not a turtle. She lives on land. She has a high dome shell, round stumpy feet similar to those of an elephant. Whereas a turtle lives in the water, has a more streamlined body, and webbed feet that aid in swimming. Now, Mama is target trained. What she did was walk over and touch her nose to that target. Yes, you can even train a tortoise. But they have excellent vision and can even see in color, sometimes responding better to certain colors over others. Now, Mama's an omnivore, so in addition to that hibiscus flower she is eating, they're also going to eat a variety of vegetation. But in the wild, they will also eat carrion, which is the remains of dead animals, and that provides them with their animal protein. But in addition to that target, Mama is station trained, so she knows if she walks over to that target, food will magically appear on it. So while she's making her way over to that mat, she is called Mama for a very important reason. And that's because she actually is a mama. You guys want to see one of her babies?
Yeah.
Well, this is one of her babies that's been hatched out over the years. He was actually born last August, so he's a little bit over a year old now. But he was born only about the size of a silver dollar. Now you can see his most noticeable feature is also his most important, and that is his shell. Tortoises are too slow to outrun any of their predators, therefore they depend upon this shell for protection. So even though it's hard and bony, it is actually very sensitive, as you can see by Mama getting scratched. She's actually going to lean into that scratch and show Yelena the spot that she wants to be scratched in. So it's important if you're walking around and you see a tortoise or a turtle not to knock on that shell because they can actually feel that. Now I call him a he, however we're not going to know if it's actually a he for the first 10 years. If the bottom of this shell stays completely flat like it is now, it is in fact a female. However, if it becomes concave or curves inward like a bowl, we will know it is a male. Now, tortoises do not have a set breeding season, as nesting and egg laying occur all year, although it is usually synchronized with the onset of rain when the ground's a little softer for mom to dig out her nest. Once she decides on the right location, she's going to lay about 3 to 5 eggs there. She'll have 2 to 3 clutches of eggs per year. But I'm going to go ahead and get baby put in the back while we get ready to bring out our last animal. He is pretty special. And he is actually considered to be the slowest moving mammal on Earth. So who knows their animals? What do you guys think he is? Sloth?
I think it's the koala.
Yeah, right.
Well, I heard somebody guessed it right. This is Gonzo, and Gonzo is a Hoffman sloth. Now, the word sloth is actually a pretty fitting name for him, as sloth means laziness, and sloths generally move very slowly, hand over hand, along the underside of branches. And when on the ground, they are considered to be the slowest moving mammal. They sleep for about 18 hours a day, either hanging from a branch or curled up in the fork of a tree.
He's cute.
So just about everything about a sloth's life is about being upside down. They will eat, sleep, mate, females will even give birth in the upside down position. Their hair even grows upside down, growing from their belly to their back. And this allows rainwater to easily drip off of it when they're hanging from a tree branch. Now each one of those individual hairs has a groove in it. Algae will grow in those grooves, giving his fur a grayish green tint, which when hanging in a tree would resemble a clump of moss. And that's going to be a pretty good defense for him because he's going to be too slow to outrun any of his predators like the jungle cats that live in the rainforest. Now, while all sloths have 3 claws on their legs, Hoffman sloths are only going to have 2 on their arms, and that gives them their other common name, the 2-toed sloth. Those claws are long and curved like a hook, and that's what allows him to easily hang from those tree branches. However, those claws are going to make it impossible for him when he comes down to the ground to walk upright. So therefore, if he does come down, he's going to have to lay on his belly and basically drag himself forward. And because they are so slow in this position, they're only going to come down every week or 2 to use the bathroom. Then he's going to go right back up that tree. But he does not have any front teeth, only side teeth, and by definition, they are not actually teeth, but an extension of his jawbone. And he's going to use those to eat a variety of vegetation, including plants, leaves, and shoots. Now you may wonder what Gonzo is going to be doing with that paintbrush. He's actually one of our resident painters here at the park. You guys want to see one that he recently painted?
Yes. Say yes.
You guys want to see a painting by a sloth?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah. Well, he's pretty good. It only took us about a year to teach him to be this good. Showed him a couple magazines. But he actually did not paint that one. This is one that he did do, though. It's still pretty good. He is a sloth. But more of these can be found up at the gift shop, where there is an art gallery set up. You can also see pictures of him painting and learn a little bit about the process and how it is done. See that is in fact him painting, not us. But we do have another painter here at the park. And his name is Azul, and he is actually one of the blue and gold macaws that is currently on exhibit. And he is just now working on setting up his art gallery. So there are a couple of his pictures up at the main gift shop as well. But that was Gonzo. Gonzo was our last animal. We will allow some of you to pet Irwin if you want to take that opportunity. What you're going to do is take 2 fingers, run it down his back towards his tail. We'll provide you with hand sanitizer afterwards. If you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer for you. If not, enjoy the rest of your